Coming up on the Daily O, tragedy after a reported drowning. We'll tell you what officials discovered.
And wondering if your flight will be affected due to the shutdown? We have the details on what to expect. All of this and more is coming up. The Daily O starts now.
Edition of the Daily O. I'm Kendall May Stark.
And I'm Tyler Tripodi. We're glad you're with us. Emergency crews responded this morning after a reported drowning. The Oklahoma City Fire Department says they received a report of a person who entered Lake Overholser before 5 a.m. but did not come out. Officials say crews located personal items near the shore. Following a grid-by-grid sonar search, crews located a body at around 9 a.m. The medical examiner is working to identify that body. The incident is still under investigation.
As the government shutdown drags on, now the longest in history, many airport workers say if they're not paid soon, they may be forced to leave. This comes after the Federal Aviation Administration announced the reduction of air traffic by 10% at 40 of the country's busiest airports. The FAA says these reductions are in place to relieve pressure on air traffic controllers working without pay. While no Oklahoma airports are on the list, Oklahomans could see the cancellations for flights going to Dallas or Houston. Officials say the number of workers calling off has increased significantly. They are considered essential employees, meaning they can't be furloughed. Representatives of the Professional Aviation Safety Specialists are growing concerned, saying things are going to start falling apart if they can't get people to work.
The Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma is asking for help, hoping to cover the record demand they hope to meet by the end of the month. They need at least 600 volunteers as they work around the clock to package emergency food boxes. Typically, they pack around 600 pantry bags. That demand has now grown to 10,000. It has increased ever more for schools as the number of backpacks to be filled surged to 54,000 in just a week. They say with the whole holidays fast approaching, they need all the help they can get. If you can't donate your time, they say a monetary donation goes a long way, as the food bank can purchase items at a cheaper price than you would at a grocery store.
An effort to legalize recreational marijuana in Oklahoma has failed. Organizers of a petition to put state question 837 say they were unable to collect enough signatures to get it on the ballot. This question would allow Oklahomans to vote on making the substance recreational. The effort was the first statewide initiative petition under a new law that limits the number of signatures that can be gathered in each county. The organizers of the petition did not share how many signatures short the petition was.
It was a beautiful fall day here in Stillwater, but was this the last of our warm weather? William Manziel is in the Weather Center with our evening forecast. How's it looking out there, Will?
Yeah, guys, it was a pretty nice day here in Stillwater today. Right now, we're looking at about 73 degrees, and it sure feels like it. We've got some winds coming in from the west at about 6 miles per hour. And now, as we take a look over on our view of campus, you're going to see we got a few clouds going on, but overall today, it's been pretty sunny, and it's going to stay that way throughout the week. But I'll talk to you more about that later. For now, let's go back to the desk.
All right, William. Well, OSU is entering a new era, and we'll show you what it's shaping up to be.
And Stillwater is raising awareness for homelessness by honoring one organization. The Daily O returns right after this.
Hi, welcome to Sugar Llamas.
Well, I'm the owner of Sugar Llamas here in Stillwater. My name is Chad O'Rourke. We want to create a customer-centric culture and create an experience for our customers when they come in. Our ice cream in particular, you can get it other places, but I'm only aware of like one other place besides the Sugar Llama in the state of Oklahoma that you can get it. We actually ship it in from up north, but when it comes to our coffee, you cannot get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere else in the world. You might find a blend similar to it, but you're not going to get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere but a Sugar Llama. It is proprietary to us. We really actually want to get more involved within our community. It's not just about making money, but it's about serving our community and becoming a part of the community here.
Ace in the Bowl salsa started many, many years ago. I was trying to find a recipe to take to a family gathering, and so I started messing around with different recipes, and I took a little bit from here and a little bit from there, and I came up with a salsa that is truly unique. Ace in the Bowl salsa is an olive oil-based salsa with tomatoes, green chilies, green onions, and black olives. There's no sugar added, it's gluten-free, low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sodium. So it's a very, very, very good alternative to any snack you may want. As of right now, I'm just looking to be in Oklahoma and having a successful business within the state. If my grandkids could ever take it over when they're old enough, that would be my dream.
Oklahoma State University is celebrating the values that define the Cowboy spirit through a new system-wide brand campaign called The Code Calls. The campaign honors OSU's long-standing Cowboy code, a promise to do what's right, even when it's hard, and connects that legacy to the university's future with visuals rooted in America's brightest orange and imagery of real members of the Cowboy family. The Code Calls brings life to OSU's mission of purpose, character, and community. University President Jim Hess says the campaign stands as both a reflection of OSU's enduring character and a challenge to carry it forward. In an email sent out by the president, he invites the Cowboy family to gather at the McKnight Center on Thursday at 10:45 for an announcement that will shape the future of OSU.
A new proclamation in Stillwater as the city is now recognizing November as Homeless Awareness Month. This proclamation honors the mission of Hope Homeless Shelter's service to the unhoused and at-risk community in Payne County. It also supports the city's commitment to raising awareness of homelessness. The Mission of Hope served 233 clients in the past year, including 14 children. When at capacity, staff directs clients to other shelters, the closest in Guthrie and OKC. Jana Nelson, the Mission of Hope director, says they are standing ready to provide shelter and services to create a pathway to stable housing.
After more than 2 centuries, the Farmer's Almanac is saying goodbye. Known for its long-term weather predictions, moon phases, and fishing and gardening guides, the publication will end its run with the 2026 edition. It says that growing financial challenges of producing and distributing the book in today's media environment is the reason for the departure. The publication was first printed in 1818 in Lewiston, Maine, with a 208-year legacy that will live on in the readers. The final issue is now available, and online content will remain accessible through December 2025.
It looks like a cold front is coming in this weekend, but let's check back in with William to see what those temps are setting up to be. Will, how cold are we going to get?
Yeah, guys, look at the radar. We're going to see right now, as we go from now into tonight, we're going to see some cloud coverage kind of come through Stillwater, but nothing too bad just yet. It's going to stay relatively clear overall. Now, as we move into Saturday into Sunday, we're going to see that those clouds, they're going to be moving a bit more up this way. They're going to be kind of staying away from Stillwater. We're going to see a nice, clear atmosphere for now going on. But as we get in Sunday into Monday, that is when it is going to start getting quite cold. Now, on Sunday, we're going to see a big drop in temperature, and even if the clouds and rain may not reflect that, it's going to feel very different than what we might have been used to over the past few weeks here in Stillwater, so make sure you are prepared for that. Now, some things I think you should be looking out for this week. Of course, we're going to talk about, firstly, we got a sunny week going on overall, but even though that sun is out, we are going to be having that cold front coming in Sunday into Monday. It is going to be pretty cold, so make sure you're prepared, but as we move in later into the week, those temperatures are going to rise back up, so once again, make sure you're looking out for that. But that's all I've got here at the radar. Let's send it back to the desk.
I'll make sure to bundle up next week, Will. Well, when we return, the Trump administration is asking courts for a pause on their SNAP ruling.
And the Supreme Court makes a shocking ruling. We'll tell you who it affects. The Daily O returns right after this.
We would design something, it was set on the counter, and people was either, if enough of them said, you know, this isn't it, it never made to the line. Dad was excited that they're all original. They were all designed on Mom's kitchen table, and it gets in your blood after a while.
We're very happy that Pamela and Michael have taken over the business and kept the family going. We took the business over in 2017. When we found that it was available, we wanted to keep the legacy of family alive, but it was also incredible products that deserved to be a part of Made in Oklahoma's story. We were a part of Made in Oklahoma years ago, and so it kind of grew as Made in Oklahoma grew.
Oklahoma is ingrained into everything that we did. We've been here most of our life. That's what we entailed our whole business on, was the Oklahoma homegrown feeling.
Deep Fork Foods started in 2014. We started off with our nut products, and now we produce everything from jarred products to cookie mixes and pancake mixes and dried products for people, as well as our spice blends. Now we produce over 168 different products for ourselves and about 20 to 30 other companies in Oklahoma.
I'm Cindy Stewart. I'm one of the owners of Deep Fork Foods. We've gone from just making our own stuff and doing just small things to being able to co-pack and work with other companies and individuals within Oklahoma and across the United States as well.
I'm just really thankful for the journey that we've had so far and really look forward to the future where we're taking Deep Fork Foods and being able to provide more value for Oklahoma and its economy, as well as all the people within the state.
I love the opportunities that being in a food business provides. I absolutely love sharing food and good stories with people, so this just gives us another connection. And I can't wait to see where this path takes us with it.
In national news, the Trump administration says it will begin immediately funding SNAP benefits in full, while its appeal of a federal judge's orders to do so makes its way through the courts. This comes after U.S. District Judge John McConnell ordered the administration to fully fund food assistance payments by today, saying delays have left many Americans hungry. The administration argues that there's only enough money for partial payments after agreeing to use $4.65 billion in contingency funds to cover about 2/3 of normal benefits. They claim they can't tap child nutrition funds without jeopardizing school lunch programs nationwide. Judge McConnell criticized the delays, saying, quote, "This should never happen in America." This back and forth for weeks marks the first time in SNAP's 61-year history that benefits has been interrupted by a government shutdown.
The Supreme Court has voted to allow the Trump administration to enforce a policy restricting transgender designations on passports to the sex assigned at birth. The justices granted an emergency request filed by the administration, that request seeking to reverse a policy introduced by the Biden administration, allowing people to put an X as their gender marker or self-select their gender. The court says displaying passport holders' sex at birth is no different than displaying their country of birth. They say the government is merely attesting to a historical fact. The 3 liberal justices dissented. This policy means that even those who have fully transitioned will not be able to have gender markers that correspond with their identities.
Sticking with Washington, today the Supreme Court is weighing on whether to revisit a landmark decision made in modern history, same-sex marriage. Lizzie Hoisington has our details in our political pulse. Lizzie?
Former Kentucky County Clerk Kim Davis, who gained national attention in 2015 after refusing to issue marriage licenses to the same-sex couples, is asking the High Court to overturn that ruling. Davis spent 6 days in jail after defying the Supreme Court's decision that legalized same-sex marriage nationwide. She was later ordered to pay more than $360,000 in damages and attorney fees. In her petition, Davis argues that religious freedom should protect her from personal liability, calling the 2015 decision a legal fiction. The justices will discuss her case in a closed-door conference, and 4 votes are needed to hear it.
Looking internationally, the United States has conducted its 17th lethal strike against a suspected drug vessel overnight. The strike took place in international waters in the Caribbean. It resulted in the death of all 3 on board. At least 69 people have now been killed in strikes on vessels since September 2nd. Over the weekend, the Trump administration provided over a dozen Senate Republicans a target list for its military campaign. This suggests it is preparing for sustained operations against drug cartels and believes the strikes could withstand potential legal challenges.
Tesla shareholders have approved what's being called the biggest pay package in corporate history, potentially worth up to $1 trillion for Elon Musk. More than 75% of Tesla shareholders voted in favor of the plan, which could pay Musk over the next 10 years if the company hits a list of ambitious goals. Those benchmarks include selling 1 million humanoid robots and robo-taxis, as well as delivering 25 million vehicles worldwide. Musk celebrated the vote at Tesla's annual meeting, even dancing on stage next to two of the company's robots. The deal could make him the world's first trillionaire, though critics warn the package is too large and could dilute existing shares. Tesla says the agreement is designed to keep Musk focused on the company for years to come, and he'll be the only one paid if he'll only be paid if Tesla's value skyrockets.
Cowgirl basketball took the court for back-to-back nights. Zach Berger is in the Sports Corner with how they stayed sharp when we return.
My name's Dennis Abernathy. Lived here since 1968, and I consider myself one of Stillwater's oldest original family jewelers. Here at Dennis the Jeweler, we're more about personal service. My father always told me that anybody can sell the jewelry, and what we're doing is completely different, learning to do the repair work. That is one thing that will keep your business alive, because anybody can sell it, but not anybody can fix it. To me, jewelry is very, very personal. Every piece of jewelry has its own story, and I get to hear hundreds of stories from my clients, which I love to hear. There's always a story with it. I mean, you buy a piece of jewelry for a show of appreciation, a sign of love. There are a lot of different aspects for jewelry when you purchase it.
My wife lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
I don't think we were the team that we really wanted to be tonight, at least not for 40 minutes. All of us on the team feel like we've got to be better.
Welcome back to the Daily O and welcome into the Sports Corner. I'm Zach Berger. Thanks for sticking with us. Now, that clip you just saw of J.G. White was 2 nights ago after the Cowgirls win over East Texas A&M. The score might have been dominant, but for Coach, it was messy. So Cowgirl basketball gets the chance to redeem themselves just 24 hours later, and they did not disappoint. Summer Scavona shows how last night the Pokes just could not miss.
The Oklahoma State Cowgirls have started their season off strong, keeping up that momentum into the 3rd game this week against the Langston Lions.
The final score was 105-35, improving them to 3-0 for the season. The Cowgirls are averaging 100 points a game this season, breaking records for the team and players themselves. Freshman guard Lena Girardi set the record for single-game three-pointers with 9. She finished the game with 29 points.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot, obviously. I work really hard, so I want to see the hard work pay off. But we were really just trying to get back to what we call neutral. We didn't like our play yesterday, so it was kind of just about coming out and playing Cowgirl basketball. We have so many weapons, so there's going to be so many people that have these great nights. But it means the world to see my hard work pay off.
Staley Hurd is nearing 1,000 career points with around 40 left to go. Hurd took a hard fall towards the end of the 3rd quarter and sat out for the remainder of the game for recovery. South Dakota transfer Haley Trimmer has made herself known after her debut, showing efficiency on both offense and defense.
The Cowgirls hit the floor at Gallagher-Iba November 9th against the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. Summer Scavona, Ocali TV.
And just to hit on what Summer said again, true freshman Lena Girardi having a career night. Just her third game as a Cowgirl, Girardi hits 9 3-pointers, breaking a school record for threes by a freshman in a game. Not only that, but those 9 threes equaled the amount of field goals Langston hit in the entire game. Girardi was on the floor for nearly 30 minutes off the bench, the most of any Cowgirls in last night's matchup. All those threes added up to 29 points, which is the most points scored by an OSU Cowgirl this season. But hey, the party doesn't stop tonight inside Gallagher-Iba Arena as Cowboy Wrestling is hitting the mats. It's the season opener as the 5th-ranked Cowboys take on the 19th-ranked Stanford Cardinals. To kick off year 2 of the David Taylor era, OSU looks to win their 26th straight home opener. Cowboys and Cardinals have met just 3 times, but all in this past decade, with the Pokes handling business, outscoring Stanford 95-16. The ranked matchup kicks off down the road at 7 p.m. And Cowboy Wrestling not the only squad repping the orange and black this weekend. Cowgirl Equestrian is currently going up against Baylor. Cowboy Tennis making their first appearance at the Greenwood Tennis Center this season, hosting the Cowboy Classic through Sunday. And GIA will once again be rocking as Cowboy and Cowgirl basketball play a doubleheader on Sunday. Men start off the slate against a big-time SEC opponent in Texas A&M at 1 p.m. and the women right after at 5 taking on Oral Roberts for N7 night. Well, that's all we have from the Sports Corner, but don't go anywhere. Tyler and Kendall have it right after this.
I'm Travis Taylor. I'm the general manager for the Hotel Indigo Tulsa Downtown. I have a real good understanding of the food scene in Tulsa, and I've loved to see the way it's evolved over the years, and I'm glad to be part of it.
My name's Kevin Kyle. I'm the executive chef. I started here, the idea was to do something local. Everything that we try to do has Oklahoma products.
Tulsa is a big oil boom when we were the oil capital in the early 1900s. How Route 66 put Tulsa on the map. And the menu around that was, well, what would an oil worker take out in their lunchbox? That's how Prospect kind of came from.
We never get crazy busy, so we can do a lot of different things with food. And we can do things like wine dinners and have local dinners. We have a private dining room that people can come.
I think being at the heart of the old Route 66 has kind of weighed into us getting a lot of different things brought in from different areas of the United States. When I taste something on our menu for the first time, the first thing I go is, that's Tulsa.
My name's Kayla. I've been here since the beginning, so 4 years. Scratch is more focused on farm and mostly made in Oklahoma products, keeping it local. Sustainability is our biggest thing. That's one of the reasons why this place opened.
I've been the chef here at Scratch for 2.5 years. Started here as a line cook. Our food and drinks are a bit separate entities almost inside the restaurant. So the food is now up to 85% of the products we bring in are raised or grown locally. It's all based off of things that I grew up eating in southern Oklahoma, things my grandparents ate.
Fresh food, clean food, organic food, sustainability, that's all of our thing. From front of house to back of house, we're able to maintain both with freshness. But made in Oklahoma means we get it straight from the farms that are 20, 30 minutes, another little county away. We get it straight from them.
Deep Fork Foods started in 2014. We started off with our nut products, and now we produce everything from jarred products to cookie mixes and pancake mixes and dried products for people, as well as our spice blends. Now we produce over 168 different products for ourselves and about 20 to 30 other companies in Oklahoma.
I'm Cindy Stewart. I'm one of the owners of Deep Fork Foods. We've gone from just making our own stuff and doing just small things to being able to co-pack and work with other companies and individuals within Oklahoma and across the United States as well.
I'm just really thankful for the journey that we've had so far and really look forward to the future where we're taking Deep Fork Foods and being able to provide more value for Oklahoma and its economy, as well as all the people within the state.
I love the opportunities that being in a food business provides. I absolutely love sharing food and good stories with people, so this just gives us another connection. And I can't wait to see where this path takes us with it.
The King of Pop is returning to the big screen next April. Chance Annis has that in our A-List update. Chance? Yeah, Tyler, the King of Pop is back with a new trailer for the long-awaited biopic titled Michael. The film goes through MJ's life, starting with him as the lead singer of the Jackson 5 to the visionary artist whose creative ambition fueled a relentless pursuit to become the biggest entertainer in the world. And who's filling the shoes of MJ? None other than his own nephew, Jafar Jackson. That's right, the 29-year-old singer and dancer is carrying on his uncle's legacy on the big screen, which you can catch in theaters on April 24th, 2026. Now, guys, can I rock with you guys to the theater next year?
Archaeologists in Jordan have uncovered an ancient ritual landscape that's changing what we know about early civilization. Researchers from the University of Copenhagen say the site called Muragat dates back more than 5,000 years and marks a shift from archaecultural life to a society centered around the rituals and afterlife. Excavations revealed stone monuments, burial tombs, and megalithic structures that weren't used as homes, but as ceremonial spaces for feasting and community gatherings. The discovery suggests that during a period of climate crisis and social upheaval, early people rebuilt their world through spiritual and communal traditions. Archaeologists say Muragat offers a rare look at how ancient societies use monuments and rituals to redefine their identity in times of change.
If you weren't in the know, today is National Jersey Friday. And we're not talking cows, states, or musicals. It's time to rep your favorite sports teams. National Jersey Day was founded by the NFL's Player Association in order to unite fans on a single day. So, take the opportunity to rep your favorite player or team. You may find out a coworker or someone in your neighborhood cheers for the same team you do. No matter which team you support, make sure you're posting your jersey with the hashtag Jersey Friday. Here in studio, we've all decided to participate. I'm rocking my childhood heroes number 11 jersey. Thank you, Brett Gardner. What about you, Kendall?
I've got my Space City jersey, Pena number 3. Well, William, if you had a jersey, what jersey would you have on right now?
Hold on. I don't like to think this isn't a jersey. I'm repping the Daily O today, and this is my jersey. I'm kidding, of course. I just don't own a single jersey. But if you are wearing a jersey today to rep your favorite team, you're going to need to wear a little more as we move into our week. Now, first of all, today our high was 74, and tomorrow we've got a high of 70, sunny throughout. But don't let that sun fool you. As we move into the rest of our week, it's going to get a little cooler, especially that drop on Sunday I talked about earlier, down to 47 degrees at the high and a low of 24. And on Monday, we're going to be seeing a high of 50 and a low of 37. Now, moving into Tuesday, our temperatures are going to rise a little bit more, up to 68 at the highest and 41 at the lowest, as well as some cloud coverage coming in. And on Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing some highs in the low 70s and a low of, on average, about 44. But let's bring it back to the desk.
Will, I think you've got a good point. I could see that passing as a jersey, though I got to say I'm not looking forward to that 24-degree low. That's some cold temperatures. But speaking of cold, I'm noticing some ice on the end of the table. So why don't we go down to that CeeDee Lamb jersey over there, Chance? Ooh, that's what I'm talking about for the new gen. That CeeDee Lamb could have been Michael Irvin, Des Bryant, whatever favorite wide receiver you've got for the Cowboys. They were rocking.
And we're repping the H-Town over here.
H-Town, okay,
Come
all
on,
right.
CJ, let's go.
You know what, Zach?
I think
We
I
appreciate
still,
you.
by the way.
Hey, you know what? I agree. That's the best one yet. That's the best one yet.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a look at today's headlines. Thank you for joining us.
Make sure to check out the Daily O next week for the latest happening here in Stillwater and across the state. For the Daily O, I'm Tyler Tripodi.
And I'm Kendall May Stark. Have a blessed night, everyone.
Got a computer issue? Meet AB Computers, Stillwater's trusted experts in computer repairs. We understand how important your devices are to you. That's why we offer fast turnaround times, so you're never disconnected for long.
Hello, my name is Roger Smith. I'm the owner of AB Computers here in Stillwater. I offer excellent services for repairs, upgrades, custom build of systems. I do Mac and PC repair. I've got best prices on pretty much everything you can look for.
We service all types of computers, from PCs and gaming rigs to tablets and everything in between. Whatever your tech needs, AB Computers is your one-stop solution. Whether it's a locked screen, a sluggish system, or any other tech trouble, AB Computers has you covered. Visit us at 211 North Perkins Road, Suite number 10, right next to Walmart. Our new location offers easy access and plenty of parking, making it more convenient than ever to get the expert help you need.
Thank you for coming to Stay and Play Pet Resort. This is where we can board your pet at any time for your convenience and make them feel at home. We have 5 different kennels for your pet. We have luxury suites that come with TV, camera, fireplace. The webcam is at your free. We have Kitty City where you can board your cat for multiple different prices. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a free chauffeur service. If you go to Baker Animal Clinic, you can drop your pet off anywhere between 7:30 a.m. and no later than 8 a.m. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a game day sports package. For $37